And with that, we can move on to our next presentation, which discusses an interdisciplinary unit that's cooking up in the upper school. So this is with the individuals and society and theater. ¿Lo puedes creer?
Es muy interesante, es muy diferente.
Bueno, vamos a ver. These types of units allow the students to learn making connections between ideas and concepts in different subjects. As a way to deepen the students' learning and experience, giving an authentic purpose for the learning and connecting for the real world context. Aquí están Emily Bierman, Allyn Rathus y Andy Greene.
So, you probably haven't noticed this with your children, but we found that kids have a preoccupation with what's fair. You know, something along the lines of,
"That's not fair. Life's not fair."
So, the idea of having a unit centered around determining what's fair and not fair and right and wrong is a good idea for 7th grade. Inherent conflict in determining right from wrong is a part of the human condition.
So one day, Andy and I talked about this idea, and it occurred to us that trying to figure out why people act the way they do is central to both of our subjects.
That conversation was the start of Whitby Upper School's first interdisciplinary unit. Lessons were planned collaboratively and in some cases co-taught in 2 subjects among multiple teachers. Students may have an IS class in the morning, and then those learning experiences continue in a theater class later that afternoon.
An important part of the process was considering which skills would be best to focus on with the kids at this age, and we settled on 2 main ones.
First is the ability to think critically. In the 7th grade, we start to see the students really begin to think abstractly. As these skills build throughout the year, students begin to consider new possibilities, reason from known principles, and consider many points of view.
Second are public speaking skills. Students start to really understand that a message made stronger by technical speaking skills and expression not only benefits them in theater class, but can be used to make an impression and to persuade in virtually any circumstance.
And one of the things that kids like best about this unit is that unlike many of their other classes, there are not only right and wrong answers.
Believe it or not, they really like the arguing. But we emphasize that it is important to have reasoning skills when forming their argument. Otherwise, you might end up with something like this.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
It is. You just contradicted me.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did.
No.
You did just then.
No, nonsense.
Oh, look, this is futile.
No, it isn't.
I came here for a good argument.
No, you didn't. You came here for an argument.
Well, an argument's not the same as contradiction.
Can be.
No, it can't. An argument's a connected series of statements to establish a definite proposition.
So, as long as you can logically argue your side, one can't say that you're wrong even if they disagree with you.
The title of the unit is Do the Right Thing. But as the unit progresses, we discuss that ultimately it's not just about doing the right thing individually, but also persuading others to do the right thing as well.
We have the students do this through a team debate as well as an individual opinion speech. They quickly realize that half of the success lies in strong content and the other half lies in strong presentation.
So successful persuasion is based on both what you say and how you say it. We always want students to begin their speech with a hook, something that will immediately engage the audience. Here is one that was especially powerful.
Columbine, Virginia Tech, Sandy Hook, Charleston, Orlando. Guns are made to kill.
After trying to persuade the audience with appeals to both reason and emotion, the challenge is to quickly and clearly tie it all together.
The answer to this, in my opinion, is twofold. First, we must abolish the mandatory sentences for drug offenders and let judges determine whether incarceration or treatment is a more effective sentence in individual cases. This will save millions of dollars. With this money, we can fund a continuum of programs aimed at reducing and preventing substance abuse. I believe that treatment is the only way to truly reform people and give them another chance at a fulfilling life. Imagine it was your friend or family member in the situation I described at the beginning. Would you deny them this highly effective second chance?
So this isn't about coming out of the unit knowing what's right and wrong. I mean, look around our society. There's a good chance we're never going to reach agreement on this.
And our understandings of what is right and wrong may change over time. The goal is to be able to use reasoning skills to formulate an argument.
And to present it in such a way that whether one agrees, disagrees, or is undecided, they will seriously consider your ideas.
For all of us, interdisciplinary teaching has turned out to truly be a case of 1 + 1 = 3. Now, one of the many great things about Whitby is that it provides a structure and support for coming up with an idea like this. I mean, really, how many schools would even consider, let alone encourage, a unit in which social studies and theater teach a unit on philosophy? This is another example of how Whitby's risk-taking really pays off. Thank you.